of the quarterfinal matches for the Super Mario Odyssey any percent tournament. We got Odyssey versus Smallant up top, Vallu versus mystakin down bottom. The respective winners of each of these races will race each other in the semifinals. So this is super, super exciting. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that, you know, the outcome of... Oh, okay, never mind, we're starting.
We're starting.
All right, have we gone over PBs or anything like that?
We have not. This is something that we do need to kind of touch on, make a note of here, is that Smallant is actually the only runner here that is running on 1.0. Omni, Vallu, and mystakin are all running on 1.2. So Smallant has available to him the Sphinx clip and turnip cheese skip. He has available first moon skip, but for the purposes of the tournament, we've decided, runners have decided amongst themselves, and Oddme's the grand mod, so he gets final say anyway, that Smallant will not be doing first moon skip in the 1.0 version, but he will be going for the cheese skip, you know, using the turnip in Luncheon Kingdom, as well as Sphinx clip in Sand Kingdom. The other runners don't have that option available to them, so take these times as you will, given that information. But Smallant's PB currently is a 106.24 versus Oddme's 107.10. Vallu has a 104.50 on 1.1, and mystakin, I had it, I lost it. I'm messing up. Mystakin has a 109.56.
So all of our runners get into this frog room pretty much at the same time here. I assume all these runners are going to be doing what we call
doing vectoring.
Yeah, vectoring. Thank you.
I got you.
What Okra calls vectoring.
Vectoring. Yeah, just
moving at an angle in the air. Sorry. Now this Vallu kind of misstepping that jump there. He's going to back it up with the triple, making this jump a little bit harder. We're going to see Oddme. Oh, okay, he gets it.
Okay.
That being probably one of the most tight
that is probably
in any percent.
Probably the toughest single jump in the any percent run. But
mystakin realizing this doesn't quite have the right height. I think Smallant being the only runner to get that without an issue.
Yeah, all runners. Oh, little trouble from mystakin, but all our runners pretty much finishing out around the same time, almost in sync there. Damn.
I think this is almost a sub 230 for all. No, a little over.
Yeah, I mean,
not a big. Yeah.
Cap Kingdom pretty standardized at this point, aside from going left, going right. So like, you know, you're gonna see plus or minus 5 seconds if things don't go horribly wrong. Unfortunately, a little bit of trouble for mystakin there, but you know, not ground that can't be recovered, I would say.
Oh, definitely. So I'm sure most people are familiar with the fastest movement here is the rolling, and that is motion control inputs, which can get a little hairy sometimes where you're shaking the controller and trying to be precise with an analog stick. Everybody loves that.
Nerf, how good are the motion controls in this game? I gotta know.
You know what? I am so glad they're forced upon me in order to go fast. It's my favorite.
Yeah, you know, you can throw your hat using a button and then like shake the controller again to have it home in on stuff, and it'll never, it'll always hit the target. It'll always hit the target.
It's homing, Okra. How can it miss?
It doesn't miss.
Vallu getting that like a weird camera bug there.
Really interesting movements across that stone bridge from our runners. Little new strats there, I guess.
Nice movement from all of our runners here to climb up to this T-Rex. As mystakin, it's just pretty much just one cutscene behind all these guys, and we're going to be up on a potentially large time loss here. Vallu's making it look easy, getting right up in there.
And Oddme misses.
Misses it again.
He has to hit this trampoline with the dino. It's the left foot. Okay, there he gets it. Third go around.
He should be good.
Hurts a little bit, but you know, manages to do it, which does still save time, even getting it on your, you know.
mystakin's pretty far away. Ooh, oh my goodness, that couldn't have been closer, dude.
Still triggered the cutscene. He got it.
Man, if that were me, I would have bonked and fell on my rear. But mystakin.
Heckin' fast boss fights.
I don't even have time. mystakin just missing the hat there. As you can see from Oddme, we want to knock the hat off and stop the chain chomp with a jump pretty much at the same time. That is the quickest way to do this boss. Mystakin having a little bit of trouble there. Looks like he needs one more hit and he'll be good. As the rest of our runners are pretty much grabbing this Grand Moon at the same time.
Yeah, because taking damage there. So he kind of did it right in that you want to jump on the chain chomp and have your hat hit at the same time. But if you take damage, you know, this strat is a little risky with how far away the runners are standing, in that you don't have time in between, you know, hitting the chain chomp and capturing it. So taking damage there, that couple of seconds really just throws off the rhythm of the entire fight. It's totally pretty precise.
And we kind of want to stop the chain chomp before it gets too far to the wall. It's rather precise. You don't have a whole lot of time there. But Mystakin, fortunately, getting it pretty easy there. And taking damage there isn't a big deal. Anytime our runners do take damage, they will be forced to watch a little health recovery cutscene, but does not happen on a Grand Moon. So not a big time loss.
The big bananas won't make you sit and wait for them. It's good.
Do bananas have eyes, Oker?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, point.
The moons have eyes. Isn't that creepy?
You're
like,
right.
I mean,
yeah, I often question if they're alive or not, and we're just putting them in our ship for fuel.
I mean, this is an age-old question of Mario. Like, stars in Mario 64, they have eyes. Are they alive? The mushrooms, are they alive? Like, everything, all these things have eyes. Like, all right, side tangent. Sorry, but like, just think about it, guys. It's creepy. It's really creepy. So anyway, moving on.
But hey, we got him, and we're off our way to Sand Kingdom. If anybody's familiar with 80% at this point, they'll know that Oker was kind of touching on it a little bit earlier. Their Sphinx clip being one of the major changes that's happened recently with the updates, as well as a major factor in what routes they take now and later. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, so
as Vallu makes quick work grabbing this top of the building there, Moon, and rolling right into that pipe, making it look easy. Both him and Smallant getting that.
I think you'll see none of the runners go for your pot strat.
Hey, one person did it. It was unintentional, but they still did it, and made me happy.
That's not a strat, then.
I think it was Mystakin. I think it was
Mystakin. You're right.
We'll see.
He's not going to do it again.
I have
to disappoint you.
No. Oh, okay. I am.
Oh, different route. He didn't even go the fountain. Now I'm disappointed. Mystakin, the odd man out, not taking the frozen fountain, but going on the bouncy umbrella to the top of the building to get to the... Oh, and missing the pipe. That fast entry there kind of hurts a little. Smallant falling off the icicle.
Odd May, you got to go a little bit higher up the hill, brother. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit higher up. Go up the hill.
Oh, he found it. Okay, cool.
Every single person who's run this game has had that same pain there.
Yeah.
Sadly, he did have some time to catch up. Okay, watch this trick from Smallant. He's going to activate that bullet bill and leave his hat there.
The dram strat.
Yeah. It looks like he got it. Now he's going to do that homing attack to grab that bullet bill. Ooh. Oh, but it's going the wrong way.
No, that's intentional.
No?
Because you killed that bullet bill, and then the next one will come out as you're heading to... Oh, nice little spin pound there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that strat saves...
I was one moon ahead of myself.
A little bit of time save there from Smallant, so that's really nice. After missing the jump from the icicle onto the archway. And Oddme is not going to get the bullet bill manipulation here. He's going to have to wait another cycle.
He can jump over this box.
No, didn't get it. Yeah, so he's going to have to wait for another bullet bill.
Yeah, it flew way left. Yes, sir. It looked like Vallu did get the bullet bill manip, but...
He didn't go for Dram, but he got the standard, yeah. So here on Smallant's screen, you're going to see him coming up on the Sphinx. He's the only runner on a version of the game that can actually do this, so he is going to attempt the Sphinx clip here, and let's see how he does with it. So he's got a little bit of a setup there, but then he gets it first try. Woo! That is spicy.
Yeah, that is going to be a little rough on Oddme.
That was beautiful.
Now we're going to see Vallu talk to the Sphinx, which we more than likely will see the rest of our runners do.
Yeah.
One thing we like about Sphinx in this route is that it gets us tons of coins, which we need for Wooded Kingdom, and then later on we need it for Snow Kingdom. So we want to make sure we get to Wooded with 100 coins, and we get to Snow with 100 coins. That's our main goal.
Yeah, it's kind of a standard thing in Mario games, like, you know, getting 100 coins in the level gets you another star, shine sprite, whatever, you know. And it does get you a different, you know, you get a 100 coin moon in each level, but you do have to go to the store and buy it with your coins, because coins persist from level to level. So, you know, you keep your coins from kingdom to kingdom, and so, I mean, the only way you lose coins is spending it and dying. Dying costs you 10 coins. So if you can accumulate 200 total coins, that's enough for the any percent route, because we buy 2 moons. But dying will cost you.
Isn't that for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of our runners, we'll see. We got 2 more here that need to get up on top of Jaxie.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So there's Vallu.
3 more. I forgot how to count. Okra, I forgot how to count.
That's usually my job. So for those asking in chat, in the 1.2 patch, it is no longer possible to do Sphinx Clip. Well, no longer possible. Incredibly hard to do Sphinx Clip. Takes many attempts, and the Turnip Clip in Luncheon Cheese Skip is also out. So those are the huge route changes from 1.1 to 1.2, which are pretty significant. So Smallant playing on 1.1 is the only one able to do Sphinx Clip, and he did. He got it first try, which is pretty hype, and he is the first one exiting the Sand Kingdom.
Vallu accidentally, or maybe intentionally triggering that flower pad there, and making a very quick bird there. Definitely going to keep the pressure on Mystakin, as Oddmay is going to...
Oh no, the motion controls! He needs to get the bird.
Alright, he can still get this.
No, he's going to... Oh!
Wow, okay. Wow, what a snipe.
See, you know what my mistake there was? Is I discounted the motion controls. I was like, oh, you know, the motion control. Homing attack.
Very nice backup there from Oddmay. As Mystakin is also going to...
Oh my god, these runners,
these birds, man.
These birds.
And that's one thing that it also affects with the new patch is, since we talked to the Sphinx, that bird cycle starts as we walk out of the Sphinx. As you saw from Smallant, he went to the Sand Moon first and then walked out of the Sphinx. So the bird cycle is on the second time around instead of the first. So you do not have a whole lot of time to get over there.
Yeah, if Smallant had missed that bird, he has a whole nother cycle to come back and get it, which, you know, hopefully he doesn't miss the first time, but it's available to him. But the other runners, that bird, if you don't get it, it's just gone, and so
it's
gone.
Luckily, there is it is pretty safe, as notes is right there, but it's a significant time loss.
Yeah.
And now we're off to Lake Kingdom here. There's only 2 big mistakes we can, or there's more than that, but the big ones we want to avoid is right here. We see Vallu grabbing that zipper. If, you know, Cappy kind of trolls you a little bit and just hits the wall and you fall in the water. But the
motion controls always work.
You're right. It's a homing attack. User error.
User error. Absolutely. 100%. But then swimming in this game is really slow, so we grab a cheap, capture it, possess its soul, which is really also creepy if you think about it. And it swims really fast, so that's pretty cool.
Oddmay getting the zipper pretty easily there. And then the next thing you're going to see from Smallant, all right, he's making it very easy.
So he actually did a kind of advanced version of that and the jump onto the boss. Wow, Smallant is tearing it up. He did an advanced version of that cheap jump, where if you tread the surface of the water first, you'll actually leap higher up, so you don't need to do the wall jump. You can just jump on top of the platform. I don't know if I see Vallu do that. Yeah, so there's the wall jump from Vallu, because he did the standard method of just going straight up, not stalling before you jump out of the water. So minor difference there.
First kind of popularized by Crankdead. He was the first one I saw ever do that. But what haven't we seen Crankdead do first?
He's the first to do a lot of stuff.
He's a genius. As Vallu and Smallant both finish up their Rango fight, you'll see from all of the single brutal fights here, we just want to get early cycles by jumping on them as soon as the game will let us. You'll see it from Oddmay here. As soon as he goes in his hat, we jump on him, and then just jump on him again. It's just, well, you just got to well-time some jumps and be in the right spot, and then you're out of there. Most of, well, except for Harriet, all of the fights are like that. So
there are some manipulations to make Harriet stand in certain places. Like, you can speed up the fight. It's just rather minimal.
Yeah. Harriet, as long as you don't mess up too badly, doesn't lose nearly as much time.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, all these fights against the these bunnies, the Brutals, can be sped up in one way or another, whether it's by just skipping a phase or, you know, short-circuiting a cycle, you know, whatever, like, or just like hitting on the first available frame. You know, like there are ways of speeding it up that are not totally insignificant compared to casual strats. So, you know, for those of you who might be joining us, having just seen, you know, a regular Mario Odyssey playthrough, this is a little bit crazy sometimes.
And Smallant doing a very quick work on that bunny there and grabbing the rock at the same time. Kind of a relatively new setup that we see here at the beginning of Wooded Kingdom, as there's not a very big gap among all of these runners. Pretty much one cutscene to well, Smallant is a little bit ahead, about 3 moons, and Vallu is also about 3 moons ahead in a cutscene. And one thing, I don't know if you touched on it, Okra, although Smallant is doing Sphinx Clip and all that stuff, he is on physical, so Correct. He will lose time on load times.
Yes, that's the main reason that Oddme agreed to, you know, they're on different versions. Smallant still can do Sphinx Clip and Turnip Skip is because the load times on physical are slower. And so, you know, 1.0 is the fastest because you get to do first moon skip, although in this tournament setting, he's not doing that. But then you lose time because of the load time. So we figured that roughly it evens out because of load times and then doing Sphinx and Turnip Skip. Oh, no, he backs up to the uproot.
What he wanted to do there was he could do a triple jump and get on, avoid grabbing that uproot and just get up there by himself, saving. I think it saves like a second or half a second.
It's
not much quicker.
Very minimal.
Yeah. As I think all of our runners are doing Pipeway first here.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see. I'd be surprised to see Warp, honestly.
Valor taking a little bit of damage there. Not a big deal. You will see him have to suffer that health up cutscene.
Oh, here it is. Here's the healing cutscene.
Oh, I just love losing time.
Oh, it's
Smallant also getting a little bit too close to the fuzzies. But gonna get a quick backup. That is relatively hard. That room lags like no other.
Yeah, it'll drop.
Especially once you're taking damage.
It'll drop your inputs for sure because you just get some frame loss, just because this room hates you. So that's really cool. But here's Vallu seeing if you can't make a clean exit out of the pipe room. Ooh, it's tight. You got it.
Nice, very nice for Vallu.
Yeah, so Oddme's heading there now. Mystakin has 1 moon to collect before he heads into the pipe himself. So, you know, again, all our runners are relatively close here. But to reiterate, this is a race up top between Oddme and Smallant, and a race down bottom between Vallu and Mystakin. And the winner of each race will play each other in the semifinal.
Unfortunate bonk there from Vallu.
Yeah,
a very scary place to bonk.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, Mystakin going for the pipe second, actually.
So we will see a route difference here. We won't know kind of the difference in time until they meet up at the next loading zone here. As Oddme's making his... Ooh, Oddme. Scaring me a little bit. If you go too far over that little ledge that they're trying to jump off of, you will fall into the deep woods. Mystakin, does he have the distance? He's got it. Oh my goodness, he lost all of his speed on that railing from the triple jump. Scared me a little bit.
It's fine, it's fine.
Smallant gets the scar jump or P-switchless. He's got 1 more scary triple jump to make here. Making it look easy.
Vallu's gonna grab this moon, do this cutscene, and try to do the same trick that Smallant just did. Oddme breaking 1 last nut before heading to the piranha plant himself. Mystakin taking damage in the pipe. And he's not going to get the fast backup. So it takes even longer to recover 2 points of health as opposed to 1, so... Twiddle your thumbs. Alright, cool, now we can move. And he's going to teleport out. Vallu getting the P-switchless jump. See if Oddme goes for it now.
Oh, Vallu getting... Did he get the bonk cancel?
Oh, I was looking at Oddme.
Ooh, Oddme's got the speed. Yeah, looks like he'll get this just fine. All of our runners showing off very nice movement there. That jump is not easy by any means. It is a very precise roll cancel into a very precise triple jump.
And Smallant doing the very fastest strats here on Speward. It's actually possible to hold your hat out and have your hat knock off his and land the damage at the same time. Unfortunately, Admi taking a tumble.
Just not quite getting the distance that he needed. Looks like he dropped a little bit too far. But gonna instantly go for a backup here. What a man. That is.
Not even phased.
Yeah, just showing off some... Can he scare me less, please, Odd-Man?
Oh my god.
What a beast.
This man has no chill.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
That is... Okay, when it comes to deaths, that's one of the least timely ones. That's about 10 seconds, I would say. So not the end of the world.
He didn't fall into the deep woods, so like, you know, it's could have been worse for sure. Definitely not the end of everything. Although he is hurting for time now.
Definitely cementing Smallant1's lead there a little bit more, as Mystakin just needs one more moon and then he's off the spirit himself. Taking a little bit of damage there, but again, it's not going to matter because he is going to grab a multi-moon at the end of this, so he won't have to see the cutscene.
More damage. He's at risk of dying here. And there we go.
This man just, you know, he just likes scaring me.
God. I should look at the other runners so I don't have a heart attack. That's that's the strategy. Ooh, mistaken. Didn't get the fast hit there.
And Smallant is going to be off to the first Bowser fight. When it comes to Bowser, most important thing is to not hit his hat too early or too late. You're going to see him go for a really quick grab here. If the hat gets on top of Mario's head while Mario is still in the air, Bowser will not take it back. However, if the hat lands inside the circle that Bowser is on, he'll take it back. So we want to see, he's going to try to be right over top of the hat, hit it while he's in the air and grab it. Very clean there. He's got to do that one more time. We'll probably see him take some intentional damage to line up this next backflip a little bit easier. We'll see if he goes for it.
Yeah, there's the damage. Gonna line up there and... Oh! He actually missed that hit on the hat.
Yeah. I don't know if he was going for it.
He could have gone for the damage strat again if he wanted to, but decides to just play it safe. Already lost time, so you know, just gonna deal with it.
Not a big time loss, but definitely hurts. As Vallu gets a very quick
5 to 10 seconds, I'd say, lost there off the optimal strat, which is again not the worst, but what are you gonna do?
No one likes losing time. No one likes losing time.
I like losing. No, I don't.
It would seem that I like losing time if you ever watch me run this game. As Vallu making a very clean Bowser fight there. He is gets all three of the hat grabs.
Yeah.
And Smallant's going to be off to Lost Kingdom. We'll see how he handles his first jump here. I've been seeing a lot of flashy stuff from a lot of people on this. Kind of misses his ground pound there.
Okay, so he has to...
Yeah, just back to the triple jump.
Everybody's
favorite momentum. Tree.
The meme tree itself. So good. Yeah, so he's going kind of around a wonky way here in Lost Kingdom to avoid the Klepto bird. If you walk just straight to the level, you'll trigger a cutscene where Klepto will steal your bird and steal your cap. You'll have to go fight the bird to get your cap back. And it wastes a lot of time here. So we're gonna avoid the cutscene trigger zone and go up to the bird and make it think we're already in a fight with it, so it won't trigger anymore the cap stealing. All this while we need the moons we need to get out of the kingdom.
You ever try to beat Lost Kingdom without your hat?
No. No, I have not. Can it be done?
It can't, because you have to put Cappy on the globe at the end, but somebody figured that out. As Oddmay going... Oh! Please, sir. Please, Okay, he's fine. Man, that was really flashy. Like, I don't know if you intentionally grabbed the tree there, but either way,
we'll say calculated.
Super calculated. Smallant, that bonk looks scary. So Smallant's gonna break the cage here, grab the moon, and then he needs one more moon to get out of here. Under
the bridge, he's gonna attempt to not die here. Dying doesn't lose a whole lot of time. That was super fast.
You want?
Oh my god. I have never seen it done that fast before by any runner. Oh my god.
Most runners, and you'll probably see it from the rest of them here, will throw their hat first to make sure that they're lined up with it. But of course, that makes it harder to get the deathless. But, you know, dying after you get the moon is not bad.
Oh my god, Smallant. Oh my god. Okay, well that was a strat. That was fast. He's no chill, boys. Oh my god.
I mean, expect to see a lot of crazy stuff from all these runners.
I mean,
Oddmay, he wanted to break the block that he just broke. You kind of have to. It's semi-precise to make sure that you break the farther block away. Not the end of the world, but definitely not something. Okay, Oddmay is going to go for a little bit of a safer moon here.
Yeah.
Mystakin going for the ground pound on that moving platform, scaring me a little bit. Yeah, so Oddmay throws his hat first there. Well, he needed to throw his hat from the angle he took, but he's gonna get the deathless there. So keep hanging on to his coins. As Mystakin just needs a few more moons, and both Vallu and Smallant are gonna be off to Dark Metro here. And word on the street, Okra, is Dark Metro is your favorite?
Oh, it's just the best because no matter what mistakes you make, they're all minimal time losses. Nothing super bad actually happens.
Yeah, you don't miss any cycles or fall down a giant. Smallant. Okay.
I've seen Nicroveta actually does that strat there. It's slightly faster, and it is super risky, but he goes for it in a race setting. This man.
Well, I mean, if you miss the jump on the Goomba, you just jump up there. But super flashy. Now, this is the room that we're talking about where you want to make this cycle. Smallant has plenty of time to make it there. So Dark Metro is. It's just punishing. All the mistakes here are punishing because all the buildings are so tall. You fall so far. Like a fall where Smallant's at right now would more likely be death or just redoing the whole room. It would kind of be the same. So he's going to make one more long jump here. He's going to get it.
All the way across. Easy peasy. Oh, he disappointed me. He threw his hat the second time. It's possible. You don't need the more airtime. Oh, Vallu does it. You can just dive immediately after the cat bounce. You don't need the more airtime with your hat throw. But some people like to do it for safety. But I mean, Smallant was showing such bravado before. I thought for sure he was going to go for it. I don't know.
Ooh, a little bit of... Okay, this is going to make the cycle weird.
Yeah. So you have to destroy all the segments on the Mecha Wiggler's body and then spam shoot it and that's one cycle that Vallu and Smallant just did. It is possible to kill the Mecha Wiggler on the second cycle, but if you fail to hit all of the segments, there's still one that you didn't hit or whatever, you have to wait until the third cycle.
Oddmay saying he does not need that elevator.
I've never seen that strat before. I don't know if that's fast, but it was swag.
I mean, he didn't wait on the elevator, so it at least saves that half cycle of waiting on it. As both Smallant and Vallu here are on the second cycle, they're going to want to, just like Okra said, we want to break. Oh, that is a very unfortunate pattern for Vallu. But it looks like I don't know. He can get this.
He can get it.
Oh, yeah. That's Platoon aim coming in.
Okay, yeah. 2 cycles for both Smallant and Vallu, and they are synced, it looks like. They're not racing each other, but that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mystakin taking a little bit of a safer option here. I didn't catch to see if he just missed the jump. He's going to wait on it. I do not blame him. Again, falling here is one of the worst places you can fall in Dark Metro.
Yeah, and missing one cycle, I believe, is 10 seconds tops. So, I mean, again, like, if just getting that fast first cycle is, not happening for whatever reason, it's like, you just wait for the next one. Not a huge deal, but certainly feels a little bad.
Better than falling.
Yeah.
And Mystakin looks like he's going to get the long jump, too. So, very clean Dark Metro from all of our runners there, at least in the climb part.
Still gotta get the 2 cycle for everyone. Everyone needs to get a 2 cycle. Oh, there's Oddmay. He got it. Yeah, but Smallant and Vallu are just synced up right now. This is crazy.
Ooh, the legendary scooter clip. Ooh, Smallant just missing it. He's gonna have to back it up. Okay, there he gets it. Not a huge time loss. It still looked faster than RC car. So.
And Mystakin waiting on his second cycle. See if he can hit it or not.
coming up on bench friends. Oh, Vallu. He wanted to land on the bench as the sit down animation cancels the ground lag there.
Yeah, if you fall from a great distance, Mario lands and is shaken up and is like, oh my god, and you can't move, but the bench cancels it. But if you miss the bench, then it sucks.
Mystakin. He's got a lot of work to do, but if he can aim quickly.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, did he get it? Wow, Mystakin.
He got the 2-cycle!
American sniper there.
This man. Woo. And Oddme going for the scooter clip. Can you get it? Oh no. He has to try again, or
he's just gonna back out. Oh, okay, never mind. He's gonna reline up.
Setting up again. Gets it. Nice.
Second time looking clean there. And you know what? We've never seen a 3-cycle here, and we never will.
We never will see a 3-cycle. Not gonna happen.
Never. Oh, you need that moon on me. But
yeah, you got it. You got it. Ports, slick strats, and a good bench. So for those asking in chat, these runners all have PBs below an hour and 10 minutes. The fastest among them is Vallu with just about just under a 105. So an hour, 10 minutes, I would say, is the expected time for a race at this level. 10 to 12, I would say, is kind of slow for guys at the performing at this level. Because this is these are 2 races going on, the quarterfinals, Odyssey versus Smallant, and Vallu versus Mystakin. The winner of each of these races will race the other in the semifinals. So these guys are they're pretty good. They're pretty heckin' fast.
Mystakin is going to take the RC. Oh. Okay, and that's why a lot of people do scooter clip, because that RC car is just trolly. It's like one stick controls the turning and one controls the acceleration in reverse, so it can definitely troll you with that camera angle.
It's pretty awkward, like trying to get used to it at first, and even seasoned runners who've done it so many times, it's still pretty awkward to try to do fast. It's just not meant to happen.
Super clean movement there from Odyssey to get on top of that, and a nice bench there from Mystakin. As Vallu is talking to his first drummer. You know what? Most of the time I'm spoiled by 2 OTEPs on the stream. But today is a monumental
4 OTEPs in one stream. I don't know if I can handle it.
I can't. I
mean, we'll have 3 silent ones, but that's more than 1 silent one, so is it really that bad? Here's Vallu coming up on the first silent OTEP. Need the OTEPs in chat. We need OTEPs in chat for every OTEP, especially the one that you'll hear, but don't sleep on those silent ones.
Yeah, we heard it in our hearts. Okay.
Oh, we did. And here's Smallant on his own silent OTEP. Ah, it's beautiful. Music to my ears.
And that is going to put Smallant and Vallu with the last moon that they need for Metro Kingdom here.
Yeah, Odyssey's only 2 moons behind Smallant, actually. It's 3, 2, depending on how you want to count the one he just got, 2 or 3 moons behind Smallant. Still a pretty close race up top. Vallu with a commanding lead against Mystakin, though. Mystakin still needs to go into the crowd room and collect those moons, as well as the band member moons.
You know what? Mystakin.
Yo, hold on.
Whoa.
We got an audible OTEP coming up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off for this OTEP. This is important.
Please do.
This is important. Yay! Unfortunate bonk for Mystakin.
And that's gonna put Vallu and Smallant off to Snow Kingdom. A short kingdom. We don't need a whole lot of moons here, but there's so many cutscenes, dude. So many.
Will they kill Toad? Captain Toad is the question.
Vallu absolutely destroying Toad's igloo. He is in the tundra. He does need the warmth that igloo provided. And
he gave you a moon. He was so kind. Like, oh, I got this for you. Do you need it? And just breaks his igloo. He's gonna freeze to death now. Vallu, you monster. And Smallant, look at this man.
Jeez. I think did Smallant break all of it?
He broke all of it. Almost all of it.
Okay, a little bit.
Oh my God.
Just no respect for that man. It's like, hey, I heard you got Moon. See you later.
Thanks, nerd. Bye.
Mystakin is coming up on his OTEP here.
The fourth and final OTEP. Chat, I know you're ready. You've been ready. You've been spamming. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for participating. We love you.
Come on, who would turn down 4 free tickets to Base Fest?
I mean, not me. You don't hear me saying no.
I would never. Oddmay is he could save the toad here. And you guys may wondering, like, how do you not break that snow? If you stand close enough. See, Oddmay tried. I think he tried to not break it. You can, as you can see, you can talk to him from pretty far away.
Yeah, you can talk to him and not break the barrier, but looks like our runner's going to kill him.
You know what? Oddmay leaving a little bit for Toad. He may survive.
He can rebuild. All right. So is this a most alive Captain Toad % run? Is that what's happening?
As Vallu is in oh my goodness, Vallu almost fell in the purple. What we like to call the blowy Joey room. I know that's Okra's favorite word for them.
You know it.
What? This what they're
Smallant hits the Typhoon and falls into the goop, and Vallu falls as well. That will kill you on contact. So they both have to restart the room over again. Oh my god. That's
huge for Oddmay. I mean, to be honest with you, that only puts him 2 moons behind now.
Yeah.
As if Smallant goes for this, he's gonna be risky. Yeah, he's gonna have to back it up.
Yeah. Wow.
When it comes to deaths, that is one of the kind of lofty time ones, is it does put you back at the beginning of the room, and depending on where you died, as the blowy Joey room has taken 2 lives today.
Yeah, it has.
Smallant, he can dive input this. Hopefully he dived in. Okay, all right. Okay.
Bonks are fine, just don't die. Oh my god.
Oddmay now just trailing 1 room behind.
Yeah, he's gained some ground for sure on Smallant. He's gonna get the fastest. No, he just missed the fastest path through the room there.
Yeah, so you'll see from a lot of Vallu. Can he recover this? If he recovers, oh my goodness,
god!
Vallu. The reaction time on that. Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
Making us proud.
He did take damage, so lost some time there. I'm gonna lose some time on the recovery, but I mean.
Better than falling in the pit.
Yeah, it was wow.
Right,
and 4 heart skips in the shop from all our runners.
Oh my goodness, we missed heart skipping Wooded, man.
It happened. I was keeping an eye on it. I just didn't talk about it. Vallu going for the roll cancel triple. He missed the triple.
Yeah. It looked like he was too far back, so maybe he just took it the safe way.
Vallu and Smallant just about synced up again. Again, they're not racing each other, but interesting to note, if they do race each other in the semifinals, it might be pretty close.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe some foreshadowing here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh, an unfortunate bonk from Smallant and Mystakin. Now we'll see. I didn't see if Smallant went for the triple jump. We'll see if Oddmay goes for it. As Smallant and Vallu just need 1 more moon. There is a boss fight here, but we don't do it because we only need a set number of moons. And conveniently, there's 1 hidden right here. What do you know?
Yeah, we don't need to fight Rango again. And it's on ice. Like, you don't really do that. It's just kind of inconvenient. Slow. So
Mystakin could be another runner to make it out of. I don't even want to curse it. Let's just see.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
But Vallu will be the first to exit snow with Smallant not far behind. Odyssey still has that 1 moon to get in that 3rd room. Mystakin looking to exit the Typhoon room here. He will not die. Thank God.
What's a Typhoon?
Well, you might call it a blowy Joey.
What do you mean?
It's called a Typhoon.
That's
like what it's called.
Blasphemy, dude.
What? Come on.
As Mystakin's going to be coming up on his Goomba room, there is quite a substantial lead from Vallu here, but Mystakin. Ooh, getting bullied a little bit by the Goombas. You know,
ice physics, yo. They're great.
My favorite.
The best.
Vallu making the climb up to the cliffside here. While that jump not being the tightest ones we've seen any percent, it is kind of one of the harder ones to learn. I think as you...
Yep, Smallant.
If
you lose any height, yeah, if you lose any height there, you won't make the jump. So he lost a little height, said, not going to start over, did it again, but got it the second time, so... Good recovery.
Mystakin going for the long jump here. Looks like he's got plenty of space.
Yeah,
making...
sure.
I mean, other than a few bonks and a little bit of damage there, very clean snow from him. No deaths, definitely keeping him in this race. As Vallu, the room that we see Vallu in right now can be very trolly, as it is kind of like a pseudo 2D room there.
Yeah, the camera angle there can be really challenging because that moon is, you know, a distance from the camera, like close or far, and it's hard to tell sometimes. But with Vallu and Smallant making quick work of it, and Omni's gonna be heading there in just a moment. We go through the pipe first. Mystakin grabbing his final moon in Snow Kingdom. So let's climb one more tier.
You know, I don't really think about it too much, but there's so many places to die in snow.
Yeah, dude, it's...
How many times have you died in a room we've seen Mystakin in right now? More than I'd like to admit, but...
A number? It's not 0, I'll tell you that.
Hopefully Oddman gets his hat back here so he can... No, okay. No. So he threw his hat to kind of correct his position. So you can only bounce off your hat once, but if you grab a moon, it will reset that counter.
But yeah, so since he did throw his hat, had to fall down and then come back up. Not the worst, but, you know, minor thing.
This is another... obviously, there's a lot of water involved here, so it's another...
What, really? No. Are you sure?
What do you mean? But yeah, so swimming without a cheap is super slow. So yeah. we win. But swimming with a cheap is super fast. Imagine that. Fish go fast.
Yeah, but sometimes just like if you hug these walls, sometimes you'll just kind of bonk. It'll count like as a, you know, while as a fish you bonk into the wall, which really sucks. It doesn't lose as much time as a regular bonk as Mario, but it still is time loss. It's time loss. There's time loss everywhere in this game.
Now, what about bonking outside of a fish underwater?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it, dude. Just Mystakin has to try again.
It looks like you can't really jump off the corner of that, and it looks like that's what he pushed up against there.
Yeah, so bonking as a fish is not bad. Bonking as Mario on land, bonking as Mario while you're not capturing anything underwater.
It's like 4 seconds.
I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds. It's actually ridiculous how much time it loses just by going too fast towards a wall slightly. It's the worst. Man, Omni coming up on his last moon.
A little bit too close to that wall. They're gonna have to back it up. Oh, Mystakin.
Oh, no.
Again, we kind of just
we talked about this. That moon is a distance from the camera, you know, forward or back. It's kind of hard to see exactly where it is. So even if you're like in the correct spot, left or right, you have to be forward and back the right distance, or you won't get that moon. It's really weird to look at.
And Vallu getting the cheeseless jump there, first try. That jump being, as we saw from the cliffside and seaside, kind of the same setup, but that jump being even tighter. Smallant gonna make quick work of it here.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen anyone go for the crank touch strat.
Crank touch strats are too crazy to do in a race, dude.
But they save time, dude.
They save time if you don't mess it up. Yeah.
Smallant. Oh. Okay. He didn't die. He didn't die.
If he hit
I thought he got trapped under that platform and gave me a heart attack. It's Mystakin just needs 3 more moons here, and then he's on his way. And
wall jumping off that pillar for Smallant isn't actually a real wall jump. It jumps you down towards the ground. It's super awkward. So, little mistakes here and there from Smallant to give Oddman some ground.
Oddman got that with not a perfect cap jump, so hats off to him.
Yep, so Oddman's gonna grab 1 more moon and then start the boss fight that Smallant is currently in. Top race is still pretty close.
You're not gonna comment on my crappy pun?
I'm just blowing right
You're
by
just gonna ignore it?
Just...
Okra! We're a team!
I'm just gonna leave that one behind us.
Here is a refight with Spewer. One of 2 bosses that we will refight. Again, it's exactly the same as the first, but what's different, Okra? What's different?
It's a rectangular arena.
It is not a circle or whatever.
Totally different fight, 100%.
Changes it completely. As we're gonna see Vallu go for a kind of sketchy setup here. He just needs to get this wall jump and he'll be up there.
Is he hide off on the wall? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh, slick.
That being a little bit harder than it looks, to be honest with you.
It really is.
Mainly just because to get that hat to break, you have to do a motion control input. So you're trying to do a triple jump in a precise spot while throwing your hat in it.
Always work.
Oddme going for a crazy spin.
I don't know what that was.
I kind of want to see what happens when that works.
Yeah.
Can you roll cancel jump out of that and get around the corner?
You can, and you can land on the bit of the platform that is on top of the lava without hitting the pepto, without hitting the pepto. But it's really sketchy. But he went forward in a race. So
I think all of our runners here are Forks boys. I think Mystakin was. I could be wrong, but we'll see if Oddme gets this. He gets. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. He is gonna have to do a couple extra wall jumps, but
yeah. So you can't. It is, you can use motion controls to break the box, which motion controls, it's a little finicky sometimes. But then you also have to make sure you have maximum height on the wall so that you can get up top in one wall jump. So really tough trick there. That Vallu just made it look super easy, but Oddme's showing us it's not totally free. And Smallant doing the Forks room as Vallu exits it.
Ooh. One thing we just saw from Oddme there is Smallant. Okay, sorry. Right. We're fine. Oddme going for some super swag strats, doing a ground pound vector off the top of that pillar. But one thing we saw from Oddme to get up on top of that pillar is if you jump the same time Mario grabs his hat, you maintain your speed and get a little extra height off of a single jump. So very flashy there from Oddme.
All right, so Mystakin finishing up Spewer as Vallu had to break those cheese blocks with the frying pan, bro, to break open that box with the moon inside of it. But Smallant, okay, Smallant, I was looking at that too. Smallant, on 1.0, he has this clip available to him. So he gets the moon on the jutting crag. He's going to grab this turnip and just use it and a frying pan, bro. If he can grab the turnip, we'll see. But he's going to just throw it near the cage, grab a frying pan, bro, and use this turnip to directly clip into the cage so he doesn't have to go and break those cheese blocks like Vallu did.
It home to the spiny.
Oh no, Oddme lost his lava bubble. He needs to go grab another one. Here's the clip. Oh, Smallant. He has to get it. Oh, I don't think this is saving time anymore. All right, he does get it though.
You know what? That was pretty clutch from Oddme to be on top of the pillar and not fall in. Because if the Podoboo touches any solid ground, it just disappears.
Yeah, it was. Ugh. I've had that happen to me before and not had a way to recover, honestly. But Oddme, wasn't the worst thing that could have happened there. So good recovery. As
Vallu finishes his meat percent there, and one thing we kind of brushed over while Vallu did it is this is why most people hate this Cheeseman. One, because it's just you see how many pans he had to throw in order to get that switch. Sometimes you'll get it on the 3rd pan, sometimes you'll get it on the 8th pan. Smallant.
Mystakin missed the Kobe. That's so upsetting.
Making that movement look swaggy there.
But yeah, those frying pans go in a random direction at a random angle, at a random height. So you just kind of have to sit there and spray and pray, basically, which really sucks. So the turnip clip into the cage is more consistent, which is why a lot of runners really liked it. But in 1.2, it's no longer available, so that's really cool. But yeah, Smallant also got meat percent just now. Oddme gonna be hitting there momentarily as Mystakin heads towards the
Mystakin with the swaggiest. Oh! He doesn't need fireballs. He doesn't need anything.
He's too cool for that. Oh my god.
I've only seen one person ever attempt that.
But the flick and forks room it is. We brushed over this as well, but this is only really fast if you use motion controls to like throw your cap upward just like that. So some summoners were slow to adapt this because motion controls are... Sorry, motion controls are the best thing in the game. Everyone loves this room.
Thank you. And I hear there's still some runners doing Potable room.
I don't know who that is, but
I refuse to do forks, okay?
They're so good. Motion controls are so reliable.
I learned them. I got pretty comfortable with them, and I was just like, you know what?
A little bit of trouble for
Mystakin. This is not for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing that happened to me. He has to navigate towards the lava bubble and grab another one again. There it is. Yeah. So there's some time loss for Mystakin, unfortunately. And Vallu and Smallant are in the Ruined Kingdom, which itself is a kingdom for the purposes of a boss fight versus a dragon, which is cool, I guess.
Hey, it's weird. And Mario's always been weird. We're a plumber that jumps on turtles. So I guess if they want to put a dragon in the game...
Yeah, sure, why not?
However, the one thing... What sucks about this Okra? Everybody knows this is the best kingdom in the game. You can definitely speed it up. There's definitely a way to speed this up.
As our beloved Mario speedrunner Samurai Man put it, this dumb thing's an auto-scroller.
It is very much
an auto-scroller.
We can't speed it up. There's one... The most important thing is there's these pins or swords, and it's in the bridge of its nose there. And we just want to make sure we're available to pull them out as soon as the game will let us. You just have to kind of sit and wait. As you can see, Vallu making it look easy there. Just pull the pins out, and then you're good to go. I think Smallant on the... He needs 2 more cycles here, and to be honest with you, Oddman is not that far behind.
Yeah.
Pretty much just 2 cycles here himself, as Mystakin just needs 1 more moon, and then get his meat percent, and then he'll be out onto Ruined himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like while the dragon is glowing, you can't pull the swords out. You just gotta wait, and then wait, and oh, now you can do it. Cool, cool, sweet. Glad we had this this business transaction here where I waited a lot. So yeah, that's the Ruined Kingdom.
Now, somebody
once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Okay, please.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I want to see somebody jump through those hula hoops without taking damage. Somebody do it.
I'm sorry. Please ban me. I need to leave.
Yeah, can't believe this.
Oh god. I want to formally apologize.
I'm saying, did somebody jump through those rings? Somebody jump through them.
I don't know if that's possible, but
I don't think it is, but somebody proved me wrong.
I mean, you can give it a shot. Please have at it. Please die a million times just so you can prove the theory.
Hey, for science. Okra.
For science, of course.
As Mystakin cleaning up a relatively, other than the one, I think the one Potable mistake there's a pretty clean luncheon from Mystakin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so Smallant and Odyssey gonna head into Bowser's Kingdom, where Vallu is, also known as Japan. It's Japan. Have you seen this place? It's Japan, by the way.
All it does is kill my runs. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want. As now, one thing that's when it comes to Bowser's Kingdom, it doesn't tell us how many moons we have. Like you can see underneath Smallant's coin there's usually a moon counter. So I mean, we know because we've run it a few times, and all these runners have.
Only a few.
You have to grab just 2 minutes. You only need you have to grab every story moon. So every moon that's on top of a pillar and triggers a cutscene to unlock the next section, as well as 2 additional. And I don't think Vallu went for it. We'll point it out when Odyssey gets there.
Mm-hmm. I know for a fact Vallu. Well, I don't know for a fact. I'm gonna guess Vallu's gonna go for the moon on top of the wall after this next story moon, and then the one behind the crates.
Yeah, I do.
If I know Vallu, and I think I know Vallu, that's what we're gonna see.
Oh, can he get this? Ooh, just missing it.
Yep. A little unfortunate there.
Yeah, so there's about 3 options we see runners take when it comes to getting those 2 extra moons. Really only one of them being route differences. I think we'll see Mystakin go for the one behind a wall there. Oddmay, where we see Oddmay at right now, he could do a fancy capture maneuver there to grab. There's a moon behind that wall. Yeah. Smallant1, don't get poked by the bird. Okay.
Bonk. Bonk.
Bonks are my favorite.
Dude, bonks are the best. It wouldn't be a Mario game if it didn't have bonk.
Very true. As you know, if anybody in here is a Grand Pooh Bear sub, they'll know it's a very sad day when Glory Hole was routed out. Smallant1, okay, he's gonna say, "Don't poke me. I want to grab the bomb." I don't think he could have
Strats. That's what that was. That was Strats.
As Mystakin is on his very last auto-scroller phase here, and he's going to be off to Bowser himself, as Vallu is in the Harriet fight. We would fight this boss in Sand Kingdom, but we don't do it because it's slow.
Yeah, it's intended that all these fights, against Harriet and Topper, and then in some post-game content, all of them are refights. If you've done the story in each of the kingdoms, I fought this guy already, I fight him again. But we just didn't do that, so... This is our first time ever seeing Harriet, and we're like, who's this nerd? Oh, Vallu missing the bomb hit back into her. Has to try again for it. Vallu missing. All right.
Oddmay taking a little bit of damage there. Not a big deal. Yeah, and they're gonna both of our, I think all of our runners. Well, we'll have to see what Mystakin does. Is going to go for the behind the wall box break as Vallu enters in his Topper refight, which this is probably one of the harder single brutal fights in the game. It's very precise. Yeah. We're going to see if Vallu gets it here, and he does get it. Picking that hat out of. Very nice.
Oh my goodness. Very nice Topper fights from Vallu and Smallant1. Smallant1 still does have to do Harriet. And Vallu's going to come up on the moon behind the wooden crates, and this is possibly the most Monka-esque moon in the entire run, in my opinion. It is super spooky.
Now, watch how Vallu does it, which is, it's hard by its own right, like extremely hard to get this moon and do it fast without dying. And then if Smallant1 does it the way we saw him do it before, it is probably the scariest thing I've seen somebody do in 80%.
I need a mega Monka-esque or something for the way Smallant1 does it. It's just...
It's so swaggy. Let's see if Oddmay gets his.
Alright, so here's Vallu coming up on it. Going around the corner. Okay, alright, he got it. God.
And another thing here, watch Vallu come out of this pipe. We got to do some pretty precise and platforming here, but the camera locks you when you come out of this pipe.
Right here.
So he's just going to do this next section blind until the camera comes back, which is so scary.
Oh, he got it. Very nice.
Oddmay is on his... Oddmay just... I think this is one boss fight behind here, right? Smallant1 just picked up the story moon?
Yeah. Wow, that's really close, actually.
Yeah. And I did not see if Mystakin went for behind the wall moon. I missed that.
Okay, so here's Smallant1 gonna do the same moon that Vallu did, which is super spooky. I think he's gonna go for his crazy strat. Oh my god, no, please. I can't take this, my heart. Oh my god. I don't know.
Okay. God. Okay. Just completely blind.
God. Okay. He did it. Good job, Smallant1. I don't know how do you do that, but okay. Good on you, dude. He's gonna wait for the camera to come around though, because the camera there is spookier than what he just. You know what? Not gonna question it. Whatever.
The gauntlet of crazy platforming. As we see Vallu coming up on, well, he's actually in it right now, the Mecha Brutal fight. So the most important thing here from all of our runners is that once they're on top of the Mecha Brutal, every time they break a bubble, they get back on top. There's a million ways to fall off of this thing, including just straight up clipping through it, which we have seen in a race before.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's moving around all crazy, but Vallu gets a very clean mecha there.
Oddmay. Ooh, yeah, so he did a wall jump. he almost didn't correct enough and just fell down to the death plane, but he did get back into that little hole behind the crates. So, yeah, I mean, just goes to show it can be really spooky, but you know, not quite Smallant1's craziness. God.
Smallant1 is on his mecha. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Excuse me.
What was that?
Okay. Did he do that last race?
No, he did not.
That was.
No, he did not.
I mean, you're talking saving probably about 4 seconds for the craziest thing I've seen in any percent in a while.
Wow, that is.
Smallant1 is just no chill on this.
I can't handle this, man. Oh my god, he just get it one last time and hit the last brutal. Then this fight's over for Smallant1, as Oddme is beginning the fight.
Ooh, Smallant1. Oh, okay. Play a little bit of whack-a-mole here. We've all done this before. He gets it. Oddme gets up there just fine.
Yeah, kind of awkward to try to hit that last glass cockpit as the mecha is like shifting left and right. It's really kind of awkward, but he does get it eventually.
Mystakin having a little bit of trouble there with Topper, but showing some quick reaction time to find the hat that Topper is in. Very hard to do. If I miss the quick kill on Topper, you guarantee I'm running around chasing hats. Like,
oh yeah, you know it. Some people are asking in chat, what is the 1.2 record? The 1.2 record was actually set by Vallu in a race, and it is the fastest SRL recorded race time, and that is a 1:06:07.
Oddme still just really. I mean, Smallant1 is ahead, but again, we're talking one cutscene at Smallant1 has on Vallu. I'm sorry, on Oddme.
Apparently, Hayano Shinobu got a faster time in 1.2. I don't see a record of it on the leaderboard, but it's 1:06-ish. I'm gonna say is the 1.2 record.
Yeah. His last race actually is what in this tournament is the fastest 1.2 I've seen.
Yeah. Vallu still does have the SRL record.
Yeah, he does have the fastest time in this tournament so far.
Yes.
As Mystakin cleaning up his Harriet fight there. I think he needs behind the wall or the boxman. As Vallu gets moon skip there, a trick that I think most runners will find inconsistent when you first start, but no problem for these guys. It's Mystakin. Okay, Mystakin must have gotten the very first behind the wall moon. He does not need the box moon.
Yep. Vallu accidentally pauses trying to skip the cutscene a little before it's available, unfortunately. Smallant1 looking to do this vectoring strat on the moon. Not quite going to make it, so he's going to have to roll the rest of the way.
Not a big deal, not a problem. As Vallu is in the refight with Bowser. And now Bowser, he's been working on a little bit. He's got a new suit. So, you know, he's not messing around.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna... So the only thing that's different here in this fight, you're going to see our runners all go for the same strategies, where they either take damage and grab the hat early or don't take damage. But, again, same thing. Don't hit the hat too early. Don't hit it too late. And there's just a small section in the middle where you just got to wait for the fire breath.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more hats. Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, it's a totally different fight. 100%.
Mystakin getting over those ears there. Anybody who's done this fight before will know those ears on the Mega Brutal are the worst thing in the world. He needs to get back up. Looks like he's on. He's on.
Ooh, spicy. Very, very spicy. Smallant1 just now starting the fight with Bowser.
Oh, grabbing the hat. He wanted to let the hat sit for a while before he called it back to him. That's about an 8 seconds.
Yeah,
no, not that.
Well, 5 to 10, I'd say, as an estimate. Yeah. But yeah, that's not a bad guess.
Truly cannot afford too many of those time losses here. As all of our runners having very clean mecha fights there. I don't think a single runner fell off. So very, very nice to see. That boss fight is absolutely a pain.
Yeah, that's the number one, run killer as you're learning to do this any percent run. It'll cost you. Just so much can go wrong, and it just is very, very punishing.
Oddme.
Oh,
Both of those runners up top grabbing the hat a little bit too early.
Yep. It evens out.
Yeah, definitely not something Oddme was looking for, but it happened,
Yeah.
so he's just gonna keep going. As Vallu's coming up on the 2D section here, I'm sure all of these runners are going to be going for this trick right here.
They're going to do 2D shortcut. You know they're going for it, and he gets it.
It saves 2 seconds, Okra. You have to go for it.
You have to go for it. It's fact.
I mean, if you mess it up, you lose a whole 45 seconds. But
those 2 seconds, though.
The swag, man.
You can't say no.
You can't. As you know, as most of our runners will find that jump kind of trivial, messing it up is almost a guarantee fall, and you have to do this section over again. So not fun. As Smallant is entering his escape sequence now,
and Vallu can get a 105 here, I think. Actually,
he can, yeah.
Is he gonna break the SRL record again?
I mean, sorry, as long as nothing goes bad here.
I cannot say SRL.
SRL.
Oh my god. I'm just excited, sorry.
Who wouldn't be? Look at this.
Oh man. So here's Smallant gonna be doing his own 2D shortcut as Ami just now finishing the boss fight. So probably we are gonna see Smallant and Vallu as the victors here. As Smallant really... Oh, he gets it.
I don't know why that was so scary to watch.
I don't know.
He needed to make that
yeah.
jump because it would have set him behind by like 3 seconds. He would have instantly gone behind by 3 seconds, like because that's how much time it loses.
And
it puts you back to where Oddme just started.
Vallu is going to finish the race with a 105.56, an official SRL time of 105.57. That is the new SRL Mario Odyssey any percent record. This man doesn't stop.
Does not. I think he's just busted out better times each race.
He has, actually. It was a 106.09 and then a 106.07 and now a 105.56.
Oddme goes for it. Making it look easy. Making it look easy. Not worried. Just...
Oh, and he tied the 1.2 world record with Hayano Shinobu. Vallu.
What a beast.
He tied the world record and did it in a race. What a god.
Mystakin just not quite getting enough height off of the moon skip there. Again, one of the things that definitely troll you. You got to make sure you get a rather precise spot on the first kick. And just missed him again. Looks like he needs to go a little bit farther to the left after the first wall kick.
We would like some sour pleases in the chat, since you can now hear Odyssey in the final room.
There he goes. He's going to get it this time.
Smallant finishing with a 107.11, an official SRL time of 107.12, winning his race as well.
We'll see a Smallant Vallu semi-final.
Dang. Oh, I'm ready.
I'm more than ready.
But yeah, I mean, really close race as well between Smallant and Oddme. He's going to finish with looks like a high 107. That's pretty close. Mystakin, unfortunately, still struggling a little bit with the moon cave skip here. Just can't quite get the right placement on the wall.
He made it once. Did he fall off?
I was looking at Smallant's screen, honestly.
Yeah, I apologize.
Oh, it's just not quite getting
And
right
one of the
position.
worst things about this trick is it's right at the end of your run. Like, nerves are high, and you're just... Oh. He's calling it. He's calling it.
Might be calling it. So Oddme finishing with an official SRL time of 107.59. Still pretty close to
Super
Smallant.
close, man.
Yeah.
Like, talking 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it can be pretty demoralizing trying to do this repeatedly and not getting it. It's definitely one of those things that, you know, I think this is one of the first tricks that runners practice, and so like, okay, this is the first thing I got down, and you know,
and you just feel like what am I doing wrong? Like, I landed on the right spot, but
it is super specific where you have to be in order to get it to work. So there it is. There's Mystakin getting the moon cave skip.
Gonna take a little bit safer way around this time. Having a little bit of fun here on the moon. The moon physics being one of those things that I think it was cool the first time, but then now, after being on the moon a million times, it's like just
mistaken.
Get me out of here.
Going for the swag, then get the top entrance into the cathedral. This is the real strat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Come on. Yeah, he's got it.
Okra, can I tell you something real quick?
Tell me something, Nerf.
Didn't even know that existed.
Come on,
I didn't
dude.
even know that was there.
Come on. Have you not done...
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I just run any %.
Oh my god.
The occasional nipple %.
Oh my god. I can't handle you right now, dude.
What do you mean?
So our the runner's not getting the right cap there. Mystakin gets it. He knows how to do this fight right. Gosh darn it.
But to be honest with you, that very first hat Bowser throws in this phase it's instantly at you. It's thrown even, before the screen transitions.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot of time to get the hat, throw your hat under it, and get to Bowser. So it's honestly a mistake we see kind of often.
And he gets the fast cap there, like, this, he knows how to do a Bowser fight, which apparently some of our other runners have struggled with.
Looks like Smallant and Odyssey want to come in for a little talk.
Oh, we can do that, yeah. Yo, Odyssey, Smallant.
Hello. That was just about the worst run I've ever done.
The worst one?
God.
I mean, it wasn't too ugly.
Honestly, I'm so disappointed in myself from that run.
What really upset you about it? I think wooded was like the biggest mistake, probably.
Sand and wooded. Like,
Sand.
I missed top of the dune like 10 times.
Yeah.
I wasn't too upset about Dino Jump because that happens, but sand and wooded, like I tried to go for a spin pound to enter the tower and I dove off. And then I saw a Smallant mess up a bit in snow and I thought I could catch up a bit, and then I messed up a bunch in luncheon and I just, it was over. 1% of hope that he would die in 2D.
I mean, it was pretty darn close between you guys towards the end there, like.
Yeah, Oddman, you trailed like maybe one cutscene the whole time. Like, it wasn't. It was very close. There was any large mistakes from Smallant, they would definitely put you back in. And were you guys running your normal splits there, Smallant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read my normal splits for that one.
You guys getting any golds out of that?
No.
Reds and gradually just got worse through the run.
Gotcha. Nice. Good for a race, huh? And not to
every single race up until this one, I've beaten my PB, and I was just like, this is probably gonna be the race where I don't PB because my PB is actually good now. But
what's that feel like?
Tell me about that.
Yeah, but no, I mean, honestly, like, this is kind of what you expect to see in a race. Lots of mistakes happening that I would never let that happen. Yeah, that wouldn't happen in a real run, but it was honestly a really interesting race to watch because both of you were messing up like in tandem with each other, kind of. So it was I don't know. I know it must not. Yeah, like it was really a pleasure to see people not playing perfect but still being like competitive. But
yeah, I mean, Smallant kept on going on about how I was less than a minute behind my SOB. I'm gonna kill him in this race. I'm like, no, there's no way.
I've never said that.
We had a little bit of pre-race trash talk, and I missed it.
I was scared.
There's absolutely no way I would have won by more than like 30 seconds if I did.
I was so scared of this race because I knew that he got a PB every single race. And if he would have gotten the PB, I would have lost because I got 1 second slower than his PB. Like,
it was a very good race regardless. But
yeah, how did you feel specifically, Smallant, about like what stood out to you about your run?
think pretty much everything up until Cloud went okay, then mess up on the boss fight. Made some pretty, not huge mistakes, but some mistakes all the way through. Pretty much to the end of the run, there was at least like one kind of medium level mistake.
Just a small movement errors definitely add up over the course of this game.
But I'm glad I got my mech fight strat on the mech, my new one.
You gotta be kidding me.
We need to talk to you about your crate moon and your mecha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you about this. What on earth was that? Just what happened there? Talk us through.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know you could hit that.
I tried learning that strat earlier today, and I could not get it once. And like, if he pulls this off in the race, I'm gonna be showing up so much.
Yeah, I've gotten that relatively consistent. I can do it like probably 60% of the time. So in the race, I was like, screw it. That's all I've been doing recently, and I'm gonna mess up if I try anything else. So I might as well do that one.
It is so spooky to watch. I can't handle it, dude.
Oh yeah.
But that mecha strat though, where you got that fast cockpit ground pound, is that a recent development?
Yeah, I came up with that like 2 days ago, and I found that it's really relatively consistent when I get it. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, we had never seen that before. That was just, out of left field for us.
Yeah, I figured it'd be good for commentary too.
Oh, we
have no idea what's going on.
We definitely both lost our cool.
Oh yeah.
No chill from.
There were 3 moments that you had Smallant that we just didn't know how to respond to. The first one, I guess the second one was the crate moon. The third one was the mecha strat. The first one was your fast under the bridge and lost.
Oh yeah, going for the dive out of the
instant
the
spin pound into the dive.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Do you always do that?
I didn't even see that because I was in Lost, so I couldn't really watch.
Yeah, I always go for that one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
If I do it wrong, then I can just wall jump off the bridge before I dive instead.
You had some pretty big cojones going. You went for the fastest reset up on P-switch list I've ever seen. Like, anybody I've ever seen miss P-switch, they always take their time, reset up. You said just no. As soon as the cutscene ended, you ground pounded and went. I was like, what a man.
I was like pissed out of my mind after I died. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna start playing like TAS right now. And it did not pay off.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was the fastest reset up I've ever seen for a P-switch list.
I mean, if there was like one thing going on in the back of my head while I was like, as soon as I died in Wooded, I had this like little thought in my head as I was looking at the chat against me. I'm Grand Mod, I can just ban them from the Odyssey Discord.
Oh wow, the absolute power corrupts absolutely, so it seems. All right.
It looks like we're being joined by Vallu and Mystakin. Vallu, congratulations on the win and setting another SRL time there.
Thank you.
Both of you guys, every runner today did something that impressed me.
GG to everybody. Honestly, it was a delight to watch.
Everybody's Mecha Brutal was spot on. So like,
Yeah, there was some highlight. Like, everyone got a good cycle. The Wiggler. Everyone didn't buy a heart in the shop.
Can we talk about Mystakins? Yeah. We all were a little scared on your True Cycle Mecha Wiggler, but you sniped those things. Like, you got some aim there.
Yeah, I was pretty scared too, frankly.
Yeah, if that were me, I would be like, it's just, I'm jumping out of the tank, we're resetting.
I was like, I've made this fight really difficult now.
You got a really bad pattern. It took like 2 circles in the top right corner. I was like, give me a break.
Yeah, it was rough.
And so, Vallu, I did want to ask you, since you did set another SRL record, is there anything about the race today that stood out to you, or is worthy of comment, do you think?
Well, there was a really funny moment in Bowser's Kingdom when I took damage on the Harriet fight.
Yeah.
And then I got a heart in a very lucky moment on the Topper fight. So I didn't
I saw that
penalty from damage.
Somebody else took damage in that,
which is nice.
You got 3 golds?
What did you gold on?
Hello?
Crap. Lost, Seaside, and Bowser.
Oh my god.
Golding Seaside, I've never heard of that before.
Wow.
I feel like my gold Seaside's just been there forever. I've never beat it.
I wonder if I still have Seaside gold.
I would have. I mean, if you just did it right there, I'd believe it.
I got 8 golds in my PB, so it was kind of hard.
I would
to
not want to run against that. Get that out.
When
splits
I
must
got
be
my
awful to run
PB,
against.
my sum of best was 106.18, so it was interesting to try and PB after that, but 106 eventually. It's really not that hard. I just need to stop choking.
Yeah, I mean, speed running is, takes a lot out of you. You're trying to perform the best you've ever performed for the whole hour. So.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's just
super tough.
Get Shaden to replace Vallu in semifinals so I can watch Smallant lose.
Whoa!
Wow!
Shade.
Yeah,
Shade.
that actually is. I was gonna bring that up as well. Like, so Vallu and Smallant, you guys are racing each other now in the semifinals.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you guys, both of the races here today were on the same side of the bracket, so we are going to see the Smallant Vallu match there. So,
well, it'll probably end up the same as today.
Wow!
Dang. This is what I like. I like.
Sorry.
Nothing wrong with some trash talking. It gets competitiveness up.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. Now we still do have the whole other side of the bracket to fill in, so we can see who's on in the other semifinals.
Yeah, the semifinals. I mean, the quarterfinals matches are actually due tomorrow, so hopefully those get done.
Yeah, that would be optimal.
I'd be happy to take their place.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, GG's everybody. I'm super excited for the rest of this tournament. This is getting down to the wire. Only the we're not going to see any lopsided matches here on out. It's going to be.
I honestly can't believe this tournament's almost over. Like, I went into this tournament with like a 110.56. Like, I'm gonna get out in like round 2 or something in bracket. I did not expect to get this far, so I'm happy I at least made the top 8.
Yeah, this tournament started so early in the life cycle of the
November, I think it started.
Yeah,
was it really?
December.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
December 1st is when it started.
Yeah, we were all impressed with 110s. Back then we were saying sub 110 is not going to happen, and then we're looking at what world record now is 104, under 104.
It's a 103. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
When I started,
absolutely.
On my first couple interviews, I was like, all I'm shooting for is I want to get sub 115 every time. That's all I want. That's all I wanted. And I still made sub 115 on this run. The run where I think it was like 53rd try, moonskip.
Oh my God.
It was up there.
And I went and visited the church bell and the moon up there just for funsies.
Shout out to Mystakin showing me that hole in the cathedral is even there. I'll admit it.
Nerf didn't know about it.
I've only run any percent, Okra. Give me a break.
Dang. I run 503, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Darker Side.
Dark Side is the best category because clips are bad.
I miss clips already, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, sad day. First we lost Glory Hole, and then Moon Sphinx Clip.
See, I allowed Smallant to do a turnip clip and Sphinx clip because it kind of balances out digital and physical.
Right.
But when I was like so far behind in sand and I saw he got it first try, it was like sneaking into DMs like, hey, can you not do turnip clip? Thanks.
Oh man. That's really funny. Well, yeah. Looking forward to the rest of the tournament. Thank you everyone for joining us. GG's to the runners. This was super exciting to watch, and best of luck to Vallu and Smallant. Even though you'll be racing against each other, it'll be really exciting to see. We do have a bunch of stuff coming up on the Speed Gaming channels. Right here on Speed Gaming 1, we've got Link to the Past, Key Sanity coming up, as well as on Speed Gaming 3. I got Mario Sunshine and Any Percent on Speed Gaming 4, and then
that's the better tournament.
Super Metroid on Speed Gaming 2. Yeah, if you want to watch more Mario, head over to Speed Gaming 4. We're gonna do some Mario Sunshine, Any Percent.
Yeah, GG's everyone.
Sunshine is best.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the race. That was awesome.
I'm rooting for you, Vallu. If you're gonna beat me, you better beat everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Although everybody can win this race.
Before the race, Vallu said, like, I'll win the tournament and then I'll go back to other games. And I'm like, I watched him get a 109 or something on his no reset. not gonna work out for you.
There was no pressure then. You know, he does well under pressure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Follow me on Twitter because that's important.
Yeah, make
Twitter,
sure you guys follow
Twitch.
all these runners. Somebody hit us with an exclamation point on.
All right, bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for coming in, guys. You did a great job.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Take care, everybody, and enjoy all the crazy races we got coming up. Take it easy.
See ya.